a very warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to this landmark gathering, one that will most definitely set the wheels of change in motion for the mobility sector of Nepal. From the moment humankind stood on 2 feet, movement has defined our evolution. From walking to wheels, roads to rails, engines to electrics, mobility has always been the catalyst for progress. र अहिलेको समयमा झन् मोबिलिटी केवल सुविधा मात्र होइन, यो आवश्यकता पनि हो. यात्रा मात्र होइन, यो एउटा जीवनशैली पनि हो. It connects people to possibilities, communities to commerce, and dreams to destinations. In a country like Nepal, where every road carved into a hill, every bridge across a river, every vehicle in motion becomes a symbol of progress, mobility is not just movement, it is about empowerment. Today marks a significant milestone in Nepal's automobile landscape, and I'm honored to be your host as we accelerate into a future that is proudly Nepali. Let me take a moment to introduce the force that is driving this momentum, NAIMA, the Nepal Automobile Importers and Manufacturers Association. The Nepali mobility industry, ladies and gentlemen, has also come a long way from being import-driven to now assembling vehicles right here in Nepal. There are also many things that we look forward into the future as it looks like a world full of possibilities. Nepal stands at a crossroads of transformation, and to shape this journey meaningfully, a unified voice is essential, a voice that speaks for policy, progress, and people. To take you through this story, the evolution of mobility, the rise of Nepali automobile industry, and the emergence of NAIMA, I would like to request for all your attention towards the screen, please.
What is mobility? Mobility is more than just movement, it's progress. It connects cities, nations, and people. From the wheel to the modern automobile, mobility has powered the very engine of civilization. It is the lifeblood of trade, industry, and human connection. Among all forms of mobility, automobiles have become one of the most important contributors. They've shaped economies, connected mankind, and helped form the modern world of the 21st century. Nepal's story with automobiles is unlike any other. The first ones didn't drive in, they were carried. Over hills on foot from Kolkata. Those days, automobiles were primarily used by the royalties and the elites. By the 1950s and 60s, the access to automobiles slowly started reaching out to general people. This brought in the need of automobile importers in Nepal and started a new chapter in vehicle imports in Nepal. Several established and emerging brands from the USA, Europe, and Asia started to be imported in Nepali market through official importers. In the 80s and 90s, used vehicle imports ruled the market of Nepal. In Bikram Sambat 2056, the major shift in the Nepal automotive industry happened with the introduction of the first emission standard, stepping up to global norms. This started the modern era of automotive business in Nepal. By the 2000s, the automobile industry started to become more structured, formal, where importers started focusing on modern sales and after-sales facilities, branding, and customer experience. As the industry was getting structured, side by side, local assembling and manufacturing bases also started taking shape, with a couple of two-wheeler and four-wheeler brands setting up their plant in Nepal. This marked a major milestone for Nepali auto industry and strong contribution to Nepal's economy. For the last century, the major source for energy for automobiles has been fossil fuel. As the global environment changes, there is a move towards sustainable mobility in the form of efficient and low-emission internal combustion powertrain, hybrid powertrain, battery electric powertrain, and other alternative fuel sources. Automotive industry is dynamic, evolving, and challenging. Nepal's automotive industry has seen its fair share of growth and sharp decline in the last 2 decades. The major challenges faced in the last 2 decades were mainly political instability, insurgency, economic instability, natural disasters, pandemic, and foremost, the lack of policy clarity and consistency. Despite the challenges, the automobile industry of Nepal is one of the highest contributors to Nepal's economy in terms of contribution to the government revenue, employment, financial sectors, including banks and insurance, subsidiary industries, etc. To mitigate these adversities, challenges, and for growth of overall automotive industry in Nepal, there is need of a unified platform for representation, strategic collaboration, development, and to advocate the collective voice of Nepal's mobility sector at both national and international levels. By learning from the past, analyzing the present, and with a vision of future, NAIMA aims to shape the direction of the mobility industry in Nepal by increasing the overall scope and size of the industry, impacting and supporting all its stakeholders, and leading overall growth of the economy. NAIMA, empowering growth through mobility.
A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for this inspiring story of growth and transformation. And now it is my absolute honor to introduce a pioneering leader, a woman of vision and versatility, and the founding chairperson of NAIMA, Ms. Ritu Singh Vaidya. With over 2 decades of experience in the mobility sector, she has been the steering wheel of Voith, one of the Nepal's most respected automobile institutions, a dynamic business leader, a strategist, a mentor, and above all, a unifier. We are delighted to welcome Ms. Ritu Singh Vaidya onto the stage for her keynote address.
Namaste to all from the Nepal Automobile Importers and Manufacturers Association. A very, very warm welcome to all our esteemed guests, FNCCI President Mr. Chandra Dekal, CNI President Mr. Rajesh Agarwal, Nepal Chamber of Commerce Mr. Kamlesh Agarwal, Foreign Trade Association Mr. Shiv Kumar Agarwal, representatives of NADA and all the other associations, friends from media, and of course, members of NAIMA. From times immemorial, the invention of the wheel and hence the automobile has brought about monumental revolutions, like the Industrial Revolution, trade and economic growth, boost in trade networks and market expansion, food productivity, distribution, and many more. Therefore, automobile sector is a necessity and not a luxury. NAIMA will offer a platform to assimilate and address the voices of various stakeholders such as the consumer, government bodies, automobile importers, manufacturers, and the society at large. We represent a unified voice for the mobility sector, be it for internal combustion engines, hybrid electric vehicles, or for the pure electric vehicles. NAIMA intends to achieve its goals by voluntary, non-political participation of the automobile importers and manufacturers who are driven by shared goals and vision and want to grow the total pie of the automobile sector by proactively contributing to the ecosystem voluntarily. A decade ago, there were few brands in Nepal. Today, the importers' population has increased 5-folds, and manufacturing units are being established. The importers and manufacturers do need a voice of their own, and this is the purpose of NAIMA. Let me introduce you to the vision and the mission. Today we are unveiling it after all the buzz that we've been getting from the market. The vision of NAIMA is to serve as a unified platform for representation, strategic collaboration, development, and to advocate for a collective voice in the Nepal's automobile sector at both national and international level. Addressing the consumer and society at large, NAIMA will shape Nepal's mobility story, one that is productive, greener, safer, smarter, and proudly Nepali, by adhering to our tagline, empowering growth through mobility. The vision of NAIMA has been divided into 5 pillars, and I shall be listing out very quickly a few of those. The first pillar is mobility solution for all, leading the transition towards sustainability and efficient solutions for a greener tomorrow through cleaner fuels for internal combustion engines, hybrid electric vehicles, and the electric technology. Promoting a circular economy within the automobile sector by advocating for government recycling units for battery disposal, vehicle scrapping, and other eco-friendly solutions. Pushing for a better emission testing procedure through high-tech equipment, advocating for the correct evaluation of policies, supporting the adoption of internal combustion engine, hybrid electric, and the electric technologies. Positioning NAIMA as a think tank for mobility, including future-oriented solutions. Inviting global collaborations focused on mobility and innovation. The second pillar is safety and infrastructure enhancement, advocating for a better driving ethics in close coordination with the road department and the traffic police, collaboration with the government for better safety standards and infrastructure upgrades, pushing for the integration of digital platforms for traffic updates, policies, and other traffic-related issues, advocating for improvement and stringent traffic management, inviting global collaborations focused on safety and infrastructure best practices. The third pillar is policy and regulatory advocacy. Advocacy to address the evolving needs of the automobile importers, assemblers, and manufacturers, while also considering the best interests of consumer and the broader society. Recommendations to address the economic scenario of the country through the mobility sector, making the government understand the benefits of technology for a better environmental and mobility solution, and for developing strong ties with government and policy stakeholders. Focus through leadership and policy influence by studying global best practices for the evolution of the automobile sector by keeping our focus on proven technologies as well as adapting to new best practices. Focus on legal and structured operations such as opposing grey imports and promoting spare parts standardization. Working closely with the government and the industry to get ready for the future disruptions. Strong leadership presence in the media through advocacy. Advocating for timely mobility structure development, for smarter traffic management, and also smart parking facilities. The fourth pillar is human capital and the industry best practices, actively developing strategic human capital to empower Nepal's Make in Nepal, Stay in Nepal movement by cultivating a highly trained and a skilled workforce that will spearhead a significant industrial transformation in the times to come. Addressing the gap in the skills of the technicians and the mechanics for maintenance and for software development. Promoting worker safety standards through collaboration with educational institutes, and inviting stalwarts and trainers for better practices, for better skills to enhance the workers. The fifth pillar is consumer empowerment and shared mobility, working towards the goal of mobility for all. Consumer education to enable informed decisions on purchasing the best technology options, be it for internal combustion engines, for EVs, or for hybrid electrics, maintenance through genuine spare parts, and financing and insurance facilities, becoming a trusted source for the automotive information for the industry, such as data and the global best practices and seminars around the year, becoming a public face respected institution, working with the government to create shared mobility solutions through innovative ride-sharing options, as we already see some, global collaboration in learning foreign best practices and mobility solutions. So mobility is a cornerstone of the human progress, catalyzing advancement in economy, industry, culture, tourism, and all walks of life, which it cannot be mobilized without mobility. Together, we shape the next chapter of Nepal's mobility, as stated before, one that is greener, smarter, safer, and proudly Nepali. We began with the footsteps on the mountain trails, as we saw in the videos. We moved forward on wheels, powered by ambition. The journey ahead is not just about reaching places, it's about reimagining how we want to move as a nation through mobility. Welcome to NAIMA. Welcome to the future of mobility. Thank you. I would also like to continue by saying that it's never an individual, it's always a team which makes a company or a nation. Here, I would like to invite our esteemed founding board members of NAIMA for an introduction. And at the same time, I also would like to thank you in your trust and belief in me for giving me this to head. Thank you so much. Sadiksha, may you?
Thank you, Ritu ma'am. I request you to please be onto the stage. And as the first chairperson of NAIMA, you're not just steering a new association, you're most definitely shaping a new era for Nepal's mobility sector as well. And like she mentioned, vision alone isn't enough. It takes a strong team to drive that vision or change that vision into a reality. And so it's my honor to welcome the board of directors of NAIMA, trailblazers, most definitely, who have made a lasting impact in shaping Nepal's mobility landscape. I'd like to welcome and I'd like to request all of you to please join me in welcoming them onto the stage. Mr. Surit Raj Ghimire, Continental Trading A&T Private Limited. I request everyone to please join me onto the stage. Mr. Shekhar Golcha, HH & Co. Private Limited. Mr. Saurav Jyoti, Shaka Trading Company Private Limited. Mr. Cabinet Shrestha, Agni Inc. Private Limited. Mr. Himant Golcha, Shangri-La Motors Private Limited. Mr. Sandeep Kumar Shada, SPG Automobiles Private Limited. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our founding board members as well. Mr. Nirakar Shrestha, Lakshmi Motors Corporation Private Limited. Mrs. Yamuna Shrestha, Cymex Inc. Private Limited. Mr. Nikunj Agrawal, Paramount Motors Private Limited. And Mr. Udayan Kabra, Omni Motors Private Limited. I would now like to request our founding chairperson, Ms. Ritu Singh Vaidya, to pin them with the official NAIMA badge as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as each badge is pinned today, it also symbolizes that it represents trust, responsibility, and most definitely a shared purpose. extremely delighted to introduce this a fantastic group of individuals who've most definitely left an incredible mark in the Nepali automobile sector. And now together here at NAIMA, they want to steer the automobile industry of Nepal in the right direction, that is cleaner, greener, safer. And I'd also like to request our board of director, Ms. Yamuna Shrestha, to present the pin to our founding chairperson, Ms. Ritu Singh Vaidya, as well. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to congratulate this incredible team of NAIMA. Also requesting for a group photograph, utilizing this moment since everyone is here requesting for a group photograph, requesting everyone to step forward a little bit. And this is a photo opportunity for our friends from the media as well. Empowering growth through mobility, ladies and gentlemen, the Nepal Automobile Importers and Manufacturers Association. Thank you, and all the very best to this incredible team of NAIMA who have lots in store and lots in the pipeline. Some incredible things in the pipeline. Speaking of the future, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about something exciting, because mobility most definitely comes with wonder. Behind every automobile is a story, is a brand, a blend of design, science, and sheer passion. And when these stories come together for people to experience up close, hands-on, that's when the industry truly connects with its audience. We have a very special announcement that we are going to make, for which I'd like to invite Mr. Gaurav Shada to kindly join me onto the stage for this very special announcement from NAIMA.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you here. I'm glad to be here on stage presenting you the future of Nepal's mobility. Please take some time out to see a video presentation of what's on hold for you in the future.
Get ready for a new experience in Nepal's automobile industry. Nepal Mobility Expo 2025. Mark your calendar. From 6th to 10th August 2025 at Brikati Mandap, Kathmandu.
So like the video has been unveiled, from 6th to 10th of August 2025, NAIMA will be hosting the first Nepal Mobility Expo. So I would like to brush you through what to expect, what's new, and what feedback we have got from stakeholders, and what steps we are taking to implement. So why a Nepali Mobility Expo? So NAIMA Nepal Mobility Expo will be represent an all-new approach to the automobile sector in the form of an exhibition from August 6th to 10th at Brikati Mandap. NAIMA Mobility Expo will open its doors for the first time, hosting an event that will give both the visitors and exhibitors great value and experience that has never been seen before. Exhibitors can benefit from the unique combination of B2B and B2C networking space to rightly position their brand to the right target group. Nepal Mobility Expo is the place to be to present latest innovations to the right target audience by letting end users experience products and solution in person and in an interactive environment. Key benefits. The Nepal Mobility Expo is said to be a game changer for the mobility sector, providing a distinctive platform to highlight innovations and progress in the automotive and mobility industries. It will also offer valuable networking opportunities for manufacturers, importers, and industry stakeholders. The Nepal Mobility Expo is poised to play a crucial role in the shaping of the future of the mobility sector in Nepal by providing a roadmap to navigate the challenges, opportunities that lie ahead. General challenges faced by the exhibitors in the past. Two-wheelers are placed outside the main hall. Complicated crowd movement. High temperature in the hangars which are outside the main hall. High cost of stalls and electricity bills. Water leakage problem during rains during the exhibition. Cleanliness, poor amenities and poor washroom facilities. Poor parking management. These are the list of items that stakeholders have been facing over the years for the auto show. So what's new? You can expect stalls for four-wheelers and two-wheelers inside, so it's going to be a mixed stall space. Planned and effective crowd management. We will have temperature-controlled hangars outside the main hall. Revised and economic cost of stalls and electricity, proper water drainage for hangars. So we are discussing and planning how to manage if there is a rain during the exhibition. And we will take care of cleanliness, proper amenities, and improved washroom facilities during the exhibition. And of course, it's a mobility expo, so effective parking management will be taken care of. What is new? We will have extended expo timings. So we will have the expo timings from 11 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. in the evening. We'll have innovative and effective layout. There will be approximately 25% savings on stall prices per square feet. Separate business and media timings so that the interaction with media is more involved and we don't hamper our business timings. Transparent stall allocation through a lottery draw. Stall swapping facility for exhibitors with multiple brands. This is to give a little more flexibility to exhibitors. Improved and innovative marketing campaign and higher quality footfall. Innovative and updated layout. So I'd like to share how the layout would look. So you would be entering through Hall 1 where the ticket counter is, and you will move on to Hall B, then into Hall C and out through the Hall D. The layout details is registration and ticket counters are in front of Hall A. Entrance will be through Hall A. Hall A's total stall area is 1,110 square meters. Hall B with total stall area of 1,987 square meters. Hall C total stall area is 240 square meters. Hall D will have stall area of 900 square meters. Total stall area is 4,237 square meters and a total of 44 stalls. This is the layout plan for Hall A with stalls A1 to A10, with A1 to A8 stalls having 105 square meters, which is 7 meters by 15 meters. Stalls A9 and A10 will have a total area of 135 square meters, stall size of 9 meters by 15 meters. This is Hall B. So you will see that the size of the stalls have been increased to have increased space for exhibitors. Hall B, the stall areas for L1 and R1 are 168 square meters, which is 24 by 7 meters. L2 and R2 will have 182 square meters, which is 26 by 7 meters. Stalls H1 will have 56 square meters of space, and H2 will have 78 square meters of space. Normal stall L3A, L3B with 54 square meters of space, R3A with 54 square meters of space, R3B with 48 square meters of space, and so forth. So we will have enhanced space inside the hall as well. This is Hall C, which is right outside the main exhibition hall of Hall B, and they will have 4 stalls equal in size of 48 square meters. And Hall D will have stalls D1 to D12, all equal in size of 75 square meters each. So mark your dates, 6th to 10th August at Brikuti Mandap. Tickets will be sold online and on-site, and exhibitors' registrations are still open. We look forward to hosting you, seeing you, participate, come as customers, come as friends from the media, and let's drive Nepal forward together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav Sharda, for that exciting announcement of NAIMA Nepal Mobility Expo 2025. It already most definitely sounds more than just an event. It sounds like an experience, a movement, and a true celebration of everything that mobility represents, and we absolutely cannot wait to see it come to life as well. Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin to bring this special gathering to close, it is only fitting that we end on a note of reflection, vision, and purpose. To close this program with insight and reflection, I'd now like to invite our final speaker of the day, a thought leader and an industry voice, Mr. Surid Kimire. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome him onto the stage.
Chairperson of this new association, NAIMA, Ritu Vaidya, friends from FNCCI, CNI, Nepal Chamber of Commerce, and other associations, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished media personals. Since we are almost all Nepalis here, I would prefer to speak in Nepali if you don't mind, with the kind permission of our chair. यो नयाँ संस्था आजबाट सुरु भएको अनाउन्स भएको कुरा यहाँहरूलाई अवगत भयो। यसको किन जरुरत भयो भन्ने कुराको धेरै विश्लेषण हाम्रो चेयर ऋतु वैद्य म्याडम ऋतु वैद्यबाट यहाँले सुन्नुभयो। यसको महत्त्व मुख्यतया कसैसँग कन्फ्लिक्ट गर्नु छैन, बरु सबैसँग सहकार्य गरेर यसलाई इम्पावर टोटल मोबिलिटी गाडी एउटा प्रडक्टलाई मात्रै नलिएर एन्टायर मोबिलिटी सिस्टमलाई इम्प्रुभ गर्ने, एडुकेट गर्ने, पोलिसी क्रिएट गर्ने, एडभाइस गर्ने जस्ता सबै क्षेत्रमा सहकार्य गर्ने पर्पसले, न कि एउटा गाडी इम्पोर्ट गरेर या म्यानुफ्याक्चरिङ एसेम्बली गरेर बेच्ने पर्पसको लागि मात्र नभएर ओभरअल मोबिलिटी सल्युसन भन्नाले सबै क्षेत्रलाई चाहिँ इम्पावर गर्ने, एडभाइस गर्ने हिसाबले यो संस्था यहाँ आइपुगेको छ। यसले त्यही अनुरूप नै काम गर्नेछ र मेरो आफ्नो निजी अनुभवको आधारमा म करिब 30 वर्षभन्दा बढी यो इन्डस्ट्रीमा छु। यो 30 वर्षको बीचमा मैले धेरै अप्स एन्ड डाउन्स देखेँ इन्डस्ट्रीमा। यो अप्स एन्ड डाउन्स र बजारले क्रिएट गरेका अप्स एन्ड डाउन्स त छँदै थिए, तर त्यसमा अर्कै खाले अप्स एन्ड डाउन्स पनि देख्न पाइयो, जस्तो कि पोलिसी शिफ्ट। आज एउटा पोलिसीमा प्लान गरेर काम गर्दै गइरहेको अवस्थामा यति धेरै क्यापिटल इन्टेन्सिभ, धेरै इन्भेस्टमेन्ट लाग्ने, धेरै स्टक बोकेर हिँड्नुपर्ने, धेरै इन्डस्ट्रीलाई ट्रेडलाई सानो एउटा पोलिसीले भयङ्करै अप्ठ्यारो स्थितिमा पुर्याएको अवस्थाहरू हामीले धेरै पटक देख्यौँ। न कि सरकारी पोलिसी मात्रै नभएर कहिलेकाहीँ राष्ट्र ब्याङ्कको सानो एउटा डिरेक्टिभ आउँदाखेरिमा यो त लग्जरी प्रडक्ट हो यसको इम्पोर्ट बन्द गरिदिइहाल्यो अलिकति फरेन एक्सचेन्ज डिप्लिट हुने बित्तिकै ल यसको यसलाई बन्द गरिदिइहाल्यो स्पेयर पार्ट्स पनि बन्द गरिदियो गाडी पनि बन्द गरिदियो कसरी हेरियो भने यो इन्डस्ट्रीलाई जहिले पनि यो लग्जरी यो धनी र सम्भ्रान्त परिवारले प्रयोग गर्ने प्रडक्ट हो सबभन्दा पहिले यसलाई हिट गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने हिसाबले हेरियो न कि आजको दिनमा गाडी कुनै लग्जरी नभएर एउटा एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट नेसेसिटीको भइसकेको छ यहाँहरू नै आज 7 दिन त यहाँको कुनै गाडी चलेन भने के अवस्था हुन्छ त्यस कारणले पहिले त हामीले सोचमै काम गर्नुपर्ने छ त्यसपछि टिम बनाएर एडुकेट गर्नुपर्ने छ र सहकार्य गर्नुपर्ने छ यस्तो यही कुराहरूको लागि चाहिने एउटा कलेक्टिभ भोइस यही इन्डस्ट्री कोर इन्डस्ट्रीमा भएका व्यक्तिहरूको एउटा कलेक्टिभ भोइसको परिणाम आज नाइमा दर्ता हुन पुग्यो र लन्च हुन पुग्यो अहिले भर्खर मेरा मित्र हाम्रो साडाजीले एउटा इभेन्टको उद्घोष गर्नुभयो देखाउनु भयो त्यो एउटा मात्र इभेन्ट होइन यो त आज सुरुवात र एउटा इभेन्टको हामीले सुरुवातको एउटा चाहिने घोषणा गऱ्यौँ तर यो मात्रै नभएर विभिन्न इभेन्टहरू इन सिरिज आउनेवाला छन् र यसले ओभरअल इम्पावरमेन्टको प्रोसेसमा नयाँ नयाँ कुराहरू धेरै आइरहनु पर्ने छ त्यसले आउँदै गर्छन् र यो एउटा मात्र यसमा लिमिटेड होइन भन्ने कुरा यहाँलाई अवगत गराउन चाहन्छु अन्त्यमा यहाँहरू सबै इन्डस्ट्री लिडरहरू एसोसिएसन लिडरहरू यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ यहाँहरू सबैको सहयोग सद्भाव हामीलाई प्राप्त हुने नै छ भइ नै राख्नेछ भन्ने कुरा हामी पूर्ण विश्वास राख्छौँ यसमा र यति एकदम फेमस मिडियाका साथीहरू हुनुहुन्छ यहाँहरूको त सहयोग हाम्रो इन्डस्ट्रीलाई सधैँ भइ नै राखेको हो र अझ पनि आउने दिनमा यो संस्थालाई र ओभरअल मोबिलिटी सल्युसनलाई यहाँहरूले अझै राम्रो दृष्टिले राम्रो तरिकाले हेरिदिनुहुन्छ र यहाँहरूको सहयोग दिनुहुन्छ भन्ने म गर्दै यहाँहरू सबैलाई आफ्नो व्यस्त समयबाट यहाँ आएर यो प्रोग्रामलाई साथ सहयोग दिनुभएकोमा म धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु धन्यवाद
Thank you very much to Surit sir for the closing remarks. आजको यो ऐतिहासिक क्षणमा सहभागी हुनुभएकोमा यहाँहरू सम्पूर्णलाई पनि नाइमाको तर्फबाट धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद र आभार पनि हामी प्रकट गर्न चाहन्छौँ Your presence, your energy, your participation and your encouragement has most definitely made today very, very special. And this is just the beginning, like mentioned in the previous speeches as well. It is a powerful beginning, and NAIMA now stands tall, ready to lead, ready to collaborate, and ready to drive Nepal's mobility future forward. To all our friends from the media who've joined us today as well, हामीले hall bahira registration area मा press kit पनि तपाईहरुको लागि तयार पारेका छौं जानुभन्दा अगाडि त्यो press kit लिएर जानका लागि पनि अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु Thank you very much to each and every one of you for celebrating NAIMA with us today, and we request all of you to please join us for some high tea right behind this hall. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.